Hello and welcome to this short video in which I introduce cloud tutors. I will be talking about two things. One is the operating model, how we bring high quality live interactive classes right into your classroom. The second thing I will talk about is our teaching methodology. So these are the two topics we will be covering in this video. Let me talk about how we deliver these classes into your classroom. There are two parts to this operating model. The first part happens right here in our studio. We call it the delivery center. All our classes are delivered by expert instructors who come to the studio and deliver lectures. And the lectures are delivered according to a published timetable, which all the schools will have. Our classes consist of lectures, discussions, solving of practice questions and numerical problems. But a big part of our teaching methodology is also about showing demonstrations and experiments, computer simulations, and several other teaching aids, all of which become part of our teaching methodology. This is done in our delivery center here. These classes are broadcast live over the internet for all the schools to receive. And let us see how that happens. So the various schools that subscribe to this program will log into our portal at the same time according to the timetable and join the classes that are running. So in this way, they become part of a virtual classroom and they listen to our instructor deliver the lesson live. And the important thing to realize is that these are interactive as well. Any child in any of the receiving schools may raise his hand and ask a question during the lecture. So it is live, it is interactive, and it is highly experiential. So this is the manner in which we use our virtual classroom to deliver live classes right into your classroom. Let me now talk about our teaching methodology. And this is something that has evolved and developed over several years. And this is the methodology we use to teach all our concepts. There are 5 important elements in this methodology. And let me list them and then elaborate on each one of them as part of this presentation. The first one is to present an integrated view, a holistic view. The second important element is to make the learning process highly experiential. The third important element is to make sure that the scientific temper is enhanced. Children become lifelong learners. The fourth element is to strongly connect all the concepts that we teach to practical applications around us. And the fifth element of our methodology is to highlight, wherever possible, values, ethics connected to the concept. So these 5 elements are an integral part of our teaching methodology. And no matter what we teach, we try to bring in all of these elements as part of our teaching. Let me elaborate on each of these elements just a little bit. The first element in our methodology is about presenting an integrated view. No concept should be taught in isolation. There are physics concepts which are tightly integrated with math. There are physics concepts which are tightly integrated with chemistry. There are so many things that happen around us in the natural world which are connected to the concepts in the textbook. So these references are very important for the child to get an integrated and holistic view of the concept. The second element in our methodology is to make it highly experiential. The concepts in textbooks are very abstract, very difficult to understand. The words and the diagrams in the textbook are hard to comprehend for most students. By creating activities, experiments, and demonstrations, simple ones, to illustrate each of those concepts, it makes it very simple for the children to understand and it makes a lasting impression on them. The third element of our teaching methodology is to get children to become eternal learners. What it means is science and technology are evolving every day. Every week, there are new developments in science and technology. We want children to be aware of these developments. And every time, as part of our teaching, we can refer to a recent development in science. We do so. And through that, children realize that these subjects are constantly growing. Our knowledge is constantly growing and changing. The next part of our teaching methodology is to connect the concept to engineering applications. And it is very easy for children to learn the definitions and the theory in the textbook. But what is equally important is for them to connect those concepts, those theories, to practical applications around us. We are surrounded by science and technology. Children need to be able to connect any concept to a real world application. And the fifth and final element in our teaching methodology is to highlight values or aspects of ethics wherever we can as part of our teaching. So these five elements are an integral part of all our teaching. So what I have described to you today are two things. One is how we bring live, interactive, high quality science and math classes into your schools and the technology that we use to do it. The second is a description of our teaching methodology, which makes the learning process integrated and holistic, highly experiential, and enjoyable. Thanks for watching.